Hey, vato, I got a question. What the fuck are the...
Look at my chocolate!
Cállate, no me resongues, mija chingada. Hey yo, what's up guys, it's your boy illshotz and welcome back to another edition of Story Sunday. Wait, I see somebody. Oh dang. Oh fuck. Shit. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Alright, today's story is about the days that I how do you say, injured myself badly. Alright, not that bad. I don't know if you guys would consider it bad, but I used to be a skater back then. I used to skate with my friends all the time, and it was a lot of fun and all that good stuff. You know, like right now I'm just like no lifing. I don't care about going outside. But before I was like, "Ama, voy a salir," and she'd be like, "No, mijo, te vas a quedar, motherfucker, son of a bitch." I'm like, "Fuck," but you know, I snuck out the door and stuff. All right, guys, so I injured myself twice, but I'm only gonna tell you about the story, the first time that I got injured from skating, and I'll tell you guys. I'll save the next one for later. So. Here we go. All right, so first was my arm, so I'm gonna tell you guys that it happened in 7th grade. So if you guys don't know, there's schools that have like prime time or halftime, whatever you guys like to call it, and I was a part of that. And I used to go to like skate club and all that good stuff. And you already know me, kick flipping off the freaking ramps, 50-50, bam, killing it in the skating part when you know you'll finish your homework and then you go to skate. And it was a lot of fun, but that's not where it happened. You know, I would go skate, and then I would go, and then it was like, all right, it's time to go home. So I signed myself out. I ride my skateboard home, and my house isn't that far. And where I live, it's like downhill. So like you got to go uphill and then downhill again. So I was, you know, leaving the school. I had to go uphill this street. Then when you go uphill, you got to go downhill to my street. So when I would go downhill, I would bomb that shit with my skateboard. I'd be like, you know, every single day I would go so fast down that hill. But it was like in the dark because it was like 6 o'clock and it would get dark at that time. So you know, I was feeling it. I was ready. I was gonna go down the hill so fast, and bam! I just went for it. I was like, I was going so fast. I was like pedaling. It was so fun. I always used to always do that. But that day, a freaking nail, not even a rock, a nail. You know, like the dun dun dun. You gotta put in the wall to like hang stuff up, or I don't know, put things together. That thing stopped me. It was like pointing downwards where like you would hit it from a hammer, and my wheel just ran that shit over and I freaking flew. Now you non-skaters, I know you guys are like, what the hell is he talking about? Well, when you would ride a skateboard, rocks are one of your greatest fears because rocks always stop your wheel, like big rocks. But you skaters know what I'm talking about. So it was a nail, not even a rock. So when I flew, I like flew off the board like really like far. I don't know, like I felt like I was flying, and I landed like scorpion mode. You know, like you would like land on your stomach and then your legs would come up. But when me landing like that, I landed on my arm first, and like it kind of like just like tilted like boom. And so that really hurt. So then I got up super fast, and I was like jumping around holding my arm to the side of me, and I was like, oh my god. I didn't want to look at my arm. I was like, fuck that, I'm not looking at this shit. And I wasn't even crying because, you know, I was in 7th grade. I would probably cry. So I didn't cry. Oh, and when I fell, I had these bracelets with beads around them. You know, like those like you had green, blue beads, like those colorful beads that the girls would make for you at school. That like when it was big at the time. Yeah, I had like 4 of those, and they all ripped. That's how you know. They all ripped and all the beads fell out. And then like they were still there for like a couple of days when I kept going to school, but I didn't go to school for like on my skateboard because I was like, fuck that, I don't want to skate no more. So my skateboard flew, my backpack came off of me, all my beads, my bracelets fell off me. So I was jumping around. Then I sat down on these bricks on that house that was next to me, like these bricks. So I sat down, I was like thinking to myself like, oh my gosh, what happened? So I got up and I grabbed my stuff with my other hand, and I just had my left arm like right next to my side, and my house was not too far. It was like right down the street. So I just grabbed my stuff, walked home, and I was like being a man about it. I was like, your boy don't cry about this shit. So then I got to my house, I rang the doorbell, and my mom opens the door, and right when she opened the door, I busted out crying. I was done, bro. I was like freaking, you know, like crying like all loud and shit. My mom was like, "¿Qué te pasó, mijo?" And I was like, "I broke my arm." And then she like grabbed me and she like took me to the bathroom because it was so dirty. It was like black and like I ripped my skin a little bit. And then my mom was like whipping out the jabón and scrubbing my arm so hard, and it was hurting more. I was like, what are you doing, mama? Like, stop it. She was hurting me. All right, so then she took me to the hospital, Kaiser Permanente, and they just rushed me into like the x-ray room, and then they saw a big crack on my big bone, because you know how there's 2 bones. And so from there, they just wrapped my arm with a splint. You guys know what a splint is, like the soft one. And so I had to wear that for like a whole week, because you know in 1 week you have to stop the swelling. So then after that, 1 week later, I came back and they gave me like that big long cast up to your bicep. And that, like, you know, I had to wear that, and I had like that little neck thing that goes around my neck and holds my arm. And then after that, I wore that for like 3 months, and then it gave me like the smaller cast, the one that goes up to your arm around it. And then that was pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my channel, link in the description. Subscribe to the DN channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and as always, it's your boy illshotz signing. Peace.